For anyone who doesn't know, I'm Mark. I'm Heather's dad, father of the bride. I was never in a hurry for this day to come, but now that it's here, we hope that you have a great time in helping us celebrate this evening. On behalf of myself and my wife, we want to thank everybody for coming, taking the time to come here. Special thanks for those of you who traveled a long way. Another special thanks to those who helped decorate the reception and the ceremony. And a special thanks to Heather and Heather's mom for the relentless planning, the good times, the bad times, and the late nights. Heather, you looked absolutely incredible today, and what a wonderful ceremony I was proud to be a part of. Also proud, along with Kim, to have given you away. When I had kids, it changed my life. All the focus goes to the kids and parenting, the questions, the anxiety. Our firstborn was Jeremy. He was quiet, content, happy, loving. Sometimes you didn't even know he was around. He almost made you say, "What's so hard about parenting?" Then came Heather. She came out kicking and screaming, demanding and bossing. And the demanding and bossing never ended. There soon became sayings like, "Don't wake up the baby, don't make her cry, don't upset her, don't make her mad." And my favorite, if you wake her up and make her mad, you're going to deal with her. A little family joke that said if Heather would have been first, there would have been no other. Heather spent most of her childhood in our arms. Mostly Kim and mine, but a lot of you guys out there had your turn too. She just loved being held. It became hard to put her down. She developed these retractable legs that when you went to set her down, they magically folded up inside of her. And I really miss those days. We were fortunate and blessed to have worked as a family and vacationed as a family. During this time, I got to see Heather go from our baby girl to her wonderful, intelligent, sensitive, giving woman she is today. I'm a lucky guy. Time goes on, and all of a sudden it's time for Heather to start dating. And a few friends ask me, "What are you going to do if a boy comes up and asks to date Heather?" And I told them, I'm going to shake their hand and tell them, "Good luck." One day, Kim came to me and she says, "I think Heather and this boy she's seeing are serious. He might be the one." I didn't even know she was seeing anybody. She said, "You know him. She went to school with him. His name's Patrick." I said, "Patrick?" She said, "You know Patrick, the strange boy." I said... And then I said, "Yeah, Patrick." During this time, they were always FaceTiming, Skyping. And if you wanted to find Heather, she would be in some remote room with a computer, and Patrick would be on the other end. He sang her songs, he told her jokes, or they'd just stare at each other. And I thought, yes, Patrick might be the one. I liked Patrick when I first met him. In the following years, I found out a lot about him. Patrick's extremely bright, talented in learning, academically and physically, dedicated in what he believes, loyal to a fault, loving and admiring, and he can really get his nerd on. Patrick You're incredibly bright. Never doubt that. You have great things ahead of you with a great future. Proud to call you son-in-law and Heather's husband. Happy to have you part of the family, which you already were. So much more than that strange boy that went to school with Heather. And by the way, good luck. Heather, I admire you. I adore you. I appreciate you. I enjoy and like you. And I respect you. And so very proud of you. And proud to call you my daughter. And I love you very much. So, let's do a toast. It will be short, sweet, and simple. Let me be the first to say to Mr. and Mrs. Manness, to a fantastic, loving future, happy times, great friendships, and we love you very much.
All right, good evening. I'm Jeremy, best man, also Heather's brother. Heather, you look beautiful. This day has been so amazing. I'm so happy for you, really. When we were kids, I was always proud of my little sister, how cool she was. And now I'm even more proud of the incredible woman that Heather's become, really. But all right, Patrick. When I first met Patrick, my impression was it has to be the goofiest person I've ever met in my life, without a doubt. But very, very quickly after that, I realized he's also the most down-to-earth and genuine person I've ever known. I don't know how to explain it, but he is. I can go to Patrick and trust him with anything. Ask him for advice, and it'll be solid and sound, good advice. I can vent to him about what's bugging me. And some of the funniest things I've ever seen or heard have come from Patrick. Just in general, the type of guy he is. You know what I mean? He's been there for me through bad times, laughed with me through good ones. I love that kid. I'm honored to call him brother now, and I couldn't think of anybody else to have the honor of being my sister's husband. And I can't wait for the glorious future. I want to be a part of it. I'm excited. I want to toast to you guys. Congratulations. I love you.
Hi, everybody. I'm Alexus. I'm Heather's best friend. We have been best friends since I was 8 years old. We moved in across the street, and she came wandering up and brought me brownies and asked my mom if she had, brought my mom brownies, asked if she had a kid, and my mom, rushed her in the house, yes, please come, my daughter needs a friend. And we hit it off ever since then. We've been tight since I can remember. Heather and I are the type of best friends, we can go months without talking or even seeing each other, and we'll see each other and we pick up right where we've left off. When I first met Patrick, I was thinking, what in the world? Just like Jeremy said, this kid's goofy. What is going on? But Patrick immediately, kind of just like Heather did as she got older, took me right under his wing and protected me just as much as Heather has always protected me. And I will forever appreciate that. I wish you guys lots of love and happiness, and I'm so glad I've been able to be along your guys' journey and watch you guys grow individually and as a couple also. And I love you guys so much, and I hope your life is wonderful together. Cheers.
Hi. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Mrs. Heather Beissner. And I'd like to thank you all for coming, but I'd like to just recognize all the hard work this woman has done, put this all together while I sat idly by playing video games and drinking beer. Realistically, we all wouldn't have been here without her, because if it was up to me, we probably would have been at Flying J or Route 66 Pizza Palace, and, we would have gotten married at the park. But I'd really like to thank all of you for coming. I'd really like to thank all the speeches and thank everyone for knowing me as the weirdo. And I'd like to just say from the both of us, bottom of our hearts, we love you all and we thank you all for coming. Thank you.